Hey, good afternoon. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon in January here in Phoenix. We have temperatures in the 70s. Sorry for those of you who don't, but I got to tell you, it's a lovely day here today, and I'm excited to take a few minutes and share some exciting news with you guys. First of all, I want to thank you for attending Jumpstart. We had record attendance, almost 200 people registered. We were at 196. And gosh, I really appreciate you guys for supporting what we're wanting to do as far as educating speakers in dentistry. It was a delight to share the experience with you. And I really appreciate you sharing your thoughts and ideas on how we can continue to shape the conference and make it better in the coming years. There's a couple of posts in our group. If you have ideas and you haven't shared, please do. We are actively involved in creating our, oh, hey guys, I see we got a bunch of people joining. Hey Marty, hey Sandy, hey Jeff. Jeff somewhere else in the house. Hey Jeff. We got Sophia and Andrew. Oh, thank you so much for being here, guys. David, hey, welcome. So thank you for giving us input for how you would like us to continue to grow this conference. Next year, we do anticipate that we'll have even more people there and more meeting planners and maybe even potentially some more sponsoring partners. And definitely our focus will remain educating dental speakers at the forefront, as well as these other groups, but also as we move into this new decade. We talked about at Jumpstart being the dental meetings weevolution, coming together to evolve and really help our industry grow. So if that's of interest to you, please continue to follow us this year and join us at Jumpstart in January. But we are not here to talk about 2 weeks ago's meeting. I'm actually here to share with you about a workshop that I think might be of interest to some of you. As I went through the evaluations and I read all the comments, and thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with me. And from the comments we see on our Facebook post, there were some of our members who are newer speakers who are really seeking more information on the business side of speaking. And some of the comments I heard were like they'd like to be able to determine, how do I determine my niche and my brand, and how do I know how to set myself apart and differentiate from others who speak in a similar area? How do I market my business, and how do I do that effectively? I mean, it's easy to throw money at marketing, but how do I have that make sense and have it really end up with me getting booked, with me attracting meeting planners, and me being able to find consulting clients? There's questions around how to set your honorarium. It's one of those things we don't talk about. You know, whether it's either for the circuit, being hired to speak on the circuit, or working with a consulting client. Valid questions. How do you find meeting planners? How do you find consultants that are, sorry, consulting clients? I remember when I first started out almost 20 years ago. Hey, Alan. When I first started out almost 20 years ago working with Catherine Itel Belt, I literally remember putting my hands in like this on my head and going, I have no idea how to find dentists that would want to work with her. Well, guess what? I do now. And so over the years, I found some things that I think I could share with you guys. A couple other things that are really hot questions that we keep hearing is, how do I find a sponsor that would want to work with me? How do I develop those relationships? I mean, really what we're talking about are business best practices for the dental speaker and consultant. Now, many of you picked up a copy of the book, So You Think You Want to Speak in Dentistry, that were sitting on the table. If not, I'd be happy to email you a PDF of this. The reason I'm mentioning the book is because I do speak on this topic on the circuit. It's a 3-hour course, and next year at Jumpstart, we will be offering that course, in fact, probably every year from now on, as a pre-conference session. So if you're coming to Jumpstart 2021, you'll want to come, if you want that content, you'll want to come in early enough that the Wednesday afternoon before, that'd be January 6th, you'd be able to sit in. It's just complimentary. It's my gift to you, and it would be a 3-hour that covers a lot of those questions, but it's a little bit of it has to be a flying high over the top because we have a lot to cover in a limited time. I could talk on that subject for a week, probably, on these subjects. And so over the last 20 years, I have worked with over 500 speaking clients. I coach people on this information every day. I hear the same questions. I work with meeting planners and sponsors practically every day. And so I've pulled together a 2-day workshop, one that would answer those questions that we just talked about and really a lot more. It's designed to be something that will help you walk away with systems to put in place in your own business. I'll share tools and resources with you, tips, really on just the whole business side of speaking and consulting. How do you grow this business? What do you need to know that you don't know? Now, this course is limited to 12 people. We already do have a handful of registrants. So there are less than 10 opportunities remaining. And the course will be May 1st and 2nd here in Phoenix, right back at Wrigleyville, where we just held our conference in Phoenix. So May 1 and 2. And it's really going to be guided and geared toward where you are. If we ended up with a room full of people who've been speaking for 30 years, we'll operate at that level. If we end up with a mixed room, we'll operate at that level. If we have mostly newer speakers, we'll definitely, wherever you are, and that's why I'm keeping the number small so that you can have personalized attention, so we can work on your materials, so we can actually look at how are you marketing yourself now. Let's review it. Let's go through and talk about specifically on your materials. What do we need to do differently? I'm going to help connect you with the resources you need to be able to get in front of meeting planners, to be able to know how to approach sponsors, what you do and don't want to do. There's a lot of misinformation out there and things you don't want to do in regard to working with sponsors. So here's the deal. As a Jumpstart attendee, I'd really love to give back to you. You guys have been awesome in supporting my vision and goal and bringing this education to you through Jumpstart. So for the May workshop, which is May 1st and 2nd, it's a Friday and Saturday here in Phoenix. The registration is normally $1,200. I'm offering 50% off, $600 registration for this 2-day workshop until it sells out. And there's less than 10 seats left. It's a one-time opportunity. It won't be repeated. It's really my way to give back, to say thank you. And I hear you saying you'd like some more information in this particular area. So here's how I can deliver that for you. And if you would like to bring your VA, or if you'd like to come with a colleague where there's 2 or more people coming from the same organization, I even have a special group rate, which is like lower than the 600, which is crazy. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email, info@thedentalspeaker.com, and I'd be happy to talk with you about that. If you do work with a virtual assistant and your VA can come, that would be really smart, because a lot of these things that I'm going to be sharing with you are systems that I put into place and Catherine and I put into place when we work together. Things that I learned how to do that your VA can help you with. So not all of it, but it would be really good for your VA to sit in and really get a good feel for your business and what you're trying to do to grow it. So I highly recommend that. So again, we will be at the Sheraton Wrigleyville, which is just a few minutes from the airport. You won't need a car because the hotel has complimentary shuttle. Right now, the hotel sleeping rooms are about $135 to $150. So basically, hey Bob, thanks for being here. Hey Christy. So the sleeping rooms are basically the same rate they were when we just had Jumpstart. I don't know what they'll be as we get closer, but so you'd want to go ahead and grab them. We do not have a room block. And if you arrive early enough on Thursday evening, we'll gather for a no-host dinner at La Plancha, at the Mexican food restaurant there, or Stats, one or the other. I gotta tell you, I had the best salmon I probably ever had in my life at that little bar and grill in this hotel. The food was pretty good. I heard from others they felt so too. So hopefully you guys thought so. One more thing I'd like to mention about this opportunity in May. A couple of you had mentioned you were really hoping to get headshots with Jeff while you were at Jumpstart, but it was just too late in the game. His schedule was already full. So if you're planning to come in May, let me know and we will schedule headshots for you. He's going to be offering headshot sessions before and after this workshop. So if you come in early or if you want to stay a little bit later, Normally his fees is much more than this, but he's offering a special for jump starters, the 30-minute headshot session for $100. So if you're looking for some new headshots for your marketing materials, that'd be a great way. And his website is jeffemerson.net if you'd like to see an example of his work. And of course, he's been our event photographer each year for Jumpstart. He does a great job. So guys, from my heart, I'm just hoping to bring you solutions and education that you tell me you're asking for, right? That you're looking for, that you're seeking, so that you can grow your business this year. If the days don't work for you, we will do this again in October, just prior to ADA in Orlando, just prior actually to ADMC, and then ADA in Orlando is another opportunity. In fact, I'm sure I'll be offering this each year a couple times, but the special rate will not be there. It'll normally be $1,200. So if you're interested in grabbing that rate, go to ultimatebusinessintensive.com. ultimatebusinessintensive.com. That's going to reroute you to my site, The Dental Speaker. So if you want to go that way, you just go through seminars and you'll find Transform My Business. It's a weekend intensive. And again, May 1st and 2nd in Phoenix, that's a Friday and a Saturday. We, our small group of people, 12 max, will roll up our sleeves. We're going to talk about what do we need to do to help you grow your business exponentially this year. My promise to you, if you will come and experience this, and if you will share with me your thoughts about, did it hit the mark, and what are you still wondering about? If you can give me some feedback so I can continue to refine my workshop, my promise to you is that whatever you want to know, I'd be happy to share with you. You bring me your topic. We'll either talk about it right there in the workshop if it's something everyone wants to talk about, or you and I will get on the phone. I'd be happy to share. There's no secrets. It's really just a matter of stepping up and asking. I find that a lot of these questions people kind of wonder because we don't really talk about, how do I set my honorarium? How do I find a sponsor? Talk, ask. I think we have a really open group of members at Jumpstart who are there to support and help each other. A lot of people in that group could be a mentor to you if you're just getting started. Hopefully you were able to build some collaboration and some partnerships through our meeting earlier this month. So I just got to tell you guys, I appreciate you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for supporting what we're trying to do at Dental Speaker Institute. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. My email is info@thedentalspeaker.com. info@thedentalspeaker.com. My phone, I don't ever answer because I tend to be on Zoom all day long. But you could try. You could text me, 480-993-7558. Best to shoot me an email, info@thedentalspeaker.com. I'd be happy to answer your questions. And until next time, Jeff and I are heading out to Desert Botanical Gardens to take in this gorgeous 73-degree weather at the moment. So wherever you're at, I hope you're having a fabulous Sunday. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Until next time, be well.